Let's get it started. Okay. I needed to light an incense here. Okay. All right. So we're starting the live. Let's see how the distribution is today. Either way, I hope everybody who steps in is having a wonderful day. Okay. And let's talk Pluto for the next 20 years. Okay. Now, Pluto is a planet of transformation. And when I say transformation, that means that Pluto is all about saying, hey, you know, it's time for you to change in a certain category of your life experience. And it's going to take time, such as 20 years. Okay, so we're going to go through it to get to it. So when it comes down to everything that's going on in one particular area of your life, Pluto is the part that makes you go deep, okay, face your subconscious fears, okay, make you realize that some things need to come to an end in order to have a new beginning, okay. It's empowering, it's not necessarily destroying, but it can be destructive because it's going deep to uproot things that need to have been changed maybe even a long time ago. So we're going to go ahead and start out with Aquarius, and I'm going to try to do this as swiftly as possible, and I'm going to do my best to make sure I put timestamps on everybody's sign so that when people come back to it, um, if it gets distributed, um, then if this live gets distributed, then you'll be able to get your timestamp it and go right to your sign. Okay, so and I say that because there's someone in there. One person watching. Okay, so we're going to start out with Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, Pluto is going into your first house. You are the most affected when it comes to Pluto making the transformation in your sign. Okay, now you're going to have the planetary effects in your mind for the next 20 years. Uh, you're going to have Mars, Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto energies going on in your life, in your mind. So you're going to be setting strategies. You're going to be some areas you're going to have to take a step-by-step approach to do the things that you need to do. Okay, you're going to have Uranus where things are going to happen like all of a sudden to get you going, and you're going to have Pluto where it goes in deep, where some people are saying, wait a minute, I don't know what is going on, and why does that have to change in order for this to rearrange. So Aquarius, let's get a message for you. And remember, this is going to be over 20 years. So it's going to be like, this is just your first message regarding Pluto. And if you like, you know, these kind of messages, especially with Pluto, because there's going to be conjunctions with other planets. So that's what you want to know. I'm going to do my best to do messages for every kind of transit or conjunction for you, okay? And thank you all for liking already. But let's get this going, okay? I hope you guys are having a great day. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I'm going to try to say your name. Yoking Cognac. I like your name. That's cool. I'm going to shuffle this 2 more times and then we'll get your message. Aquarius. Okay. And then I have to remember, I'll just write down 5 for Aquarius real quick. And then we'll cut the deck, okay? So if you're Aquarius, let me know so that I can know that I'm speaking to Aquarius right now, because then you can ask questions. What country? I'm in. I'm in America. Hey man, Elaine Gutierrez, Safia Miri. Hi you guys. Okay, I'm gonna cut the deck. This is for Aquarius, you guys. I'm gonna try to do all 12 signs. So If you want this message for Pluto in your sign, just let me know what sign you are in or what your sign is, and then I'll start on that one because I don't have to do any particular order or anything like that. I have a sneeze coming. Woohoo! Okay. 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 So on the wow, on the bottom of the deck we got the 3 of cups. The 3 of cups is all about fruitful relationships, okay? Like rejuvenating relationships, okay? It could be with friends, but wherever it is, you're number one and you're being supported with this. And it's like the kind of relationships, because it's Mercury and Cancer, it's letting you know that they're going to be feel good kind of relationships. And like the pomegranates on these cups are letting you know they're going to be healthy kind of relationship. You're going to be healthy enough to overflow into those who are supportive of you. So it's going to be kind, beautiful waters of wisdom going through your relationships, and they're going to be creative, so it could be business relationships as well. So I hope this is a wonderful beginning for you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Jim. All right, so here we go. All right, what do we got? We got the Lovers card, okay? So you could be coming into relationships again that are more like defined, where they're like officially you found the people, your collective that you belong with and who belong with you, and good things like that coming in. Look, just trust your intuition. But in order to use your intuition, you must ask questions. Allow yourself to ask questions that count. Like the questions, whatever you don't know, close your eyes, breathe, feel, and ask yourself the questions, okay? And allow that to come in. Put an end to your mind with the 10 of Swords. Put an end to your mind of all the negative things that are contradictive or hypochondriac or hypocritical, those kind of things, okay? What am I doing? I'm doing Pluto in the signs. So this one is for Aquarius, for the first house, okay? For your first house. And it's time for you to go for your desires. It's time for you to go for the fullness of your highest goals, okay? So starting in 2025, it's all about you being ambitious and trusting that the ideas that are going to come into your mind are going to be the ones that are going to get you to where you're going. If you want love, health, wealth, success, and happiness, that's all going to come for you by you leading your own way and taking action without being stoppable. Do not let anybody stop you. Do not let anybody tell you that you can't do what you set your mind to do, okay? Blaze them away. See, all these dots right here are letting you know that you've left all the darkness behind. And this, it looks like he's just going so fast, but he's using his creative energy to go forward in everything that it takes for him to do. So keep that going forward, okay? And there you go. It's the end of all negative relationships that don't belong in your life. The relationships that are restrictive in your life, that's what's going to be going, okay? Whatever, whoever they are, it could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be your friends, it could be your workmates, okay? Just so that you can open up, so that you can open up to a new way of being and being free and open with your feelings, open with your relationships, open to love and receiving the love, so that your creativity can flow and you can become successful by putting love in everything that you do, the creative flow and the wisdom that brings everything together. That's what's happening in your material life with the 9 of discs. That's Venus and Virgo. So it's letting you know that what you do, you're going to be doing with love. Whatever part of your life that you're working on, what that most important part of you, that part of your life, that's what's in your heart. You want to be able to be of great service to everybody. So that's what's going to be happening for you over the next 20 years, Aquarius. And there you go. It's letting you know you have control over your energy. You have control. You determine where it's going to go with the 2 of Wands. It's letting you know that you make the choices. You call the shots. You make all of the decisions, and you use your intuition, your intuitive vision to make things happen, and so that you can take action the right way, the best way, and it's going to come out with great results. There you go, because you're willing to do the work. So you got You're working right now, looking forward to success in everything that you do. Okay. This is the eight. This is the eight of this. This is the nine of this. So it's all about your progression. In your heart, you're determined to succeed. You're achieving your goals that you want to because you're putting everything with love. You're doing everything with wisdom and creativity and you're making it fresh. Whereas with this is the steps that you're taking where you're maintaining everything. You're making sure that everything that's on this side and everything that's on this side, what you hold on to, what you let go to, what you do and what you don't, is making this grow higher and higher. And it's keeping it protected. So it turns into this success where you can distribute everything that you've been working so hard to develop. I mean, this is a really good message of inspiration for you if you think about it, because there's no way that you can be going towards your future without wanting the best for it, without wanting a future that you want to have. Okay. So, look, you may go through a dark night of the soul. Okay. You may go through challenging times because this is the moon card. You may go through challenging times. But the thing about it is that's where the Pluto is working. Okay. It's letting you know that when you go through those times, there's always going to be the sun on the other side, and that's what you're working towards. So you want to keep your mind on knowing that in the nighttime it is darker. You might not be able to see things such as people or things that you might stumble on, but you want to trust your instincts. You want to trust your intuition, and you want to go into your subconscious mind and remind yourself that this you're going for a brighter future. So hold on and hang on in there and look at that. You got the knight of cups right there. You're gonna bring out all of your best. Okay, you're gonna have so much to offer that feels good to you to be able to offer to so many other people. It's gonna bring everything in your life together because you're working hard. Okay, you're in a royal place with everything that you're doing. So what you see about this, okay, so there you go. This is pretty much telling you the same thing, exactly what you're asking for. It's letting you know that you're working hard, and when you're working hard, you're staying diligent with it. You're not letting other people get to you or get you off track. Okay, that's the main thing that you need to know right now, because that's what's determining your success. You're not letting people get you off track. Okay, that's the kind of stuff that will cause you harm and slow down your progress, because you're turning negative things into positive things from the inside, from your highest inner flow. You're using your higher self. You're using your advanced mind, your advanced energy, your faith, and your own philosophies to turn things that should be hot into cold and things that should be cold into hot. Okay, that's how dynamic you're going to be. And look at that. Okay, so you're going to be doing things for the new age. Okay, it could be that the gifts that came to you through your ancestry, through your genetic gene pool, okay, that are coming in for you, and you're taking the time to see yourself and other things from a higher vantage point instead of looking at it and only being able to see it from a very close view. You're seeing it from afar, and you're allowing yourself to consider the past, the present, and the future in order to get where you're going. You're making decisions that are giving you better judgment. Okay, you're using your better judgment to get where you're going. So in essence, what this message is all about is it's letting you know, focus on allowing yourself to feel in your heart already successful, because you've got all of the negative thoughts and feelings and emotions out of your mind, because deep down inside you definitely want to make everything happen for the greater good, and you're willing to do the work in order to prosper. And in that, it's setting you free so that you can feel good about yourself, and you know now to keep your heart protected. You know now to stay devoted by leaving the past behind and seeing things clearly and letting things flow and letting things go. Okay, You're making the greatest choices from your imagination. You have a vision of your life. You're going for a full success. You're not letting anyone stopping you. And since you're on fire for it, you're burning away anything that's negative for it, such as negative relationships that are restricting you from having harmony in your life and causing pain so that you can't think clearly or correctly. So that this way you can be able to work diligently towards your greater good. You use honor and integrity in everything that you're doing, and it's developing everything properly so it turns out wonderful and beautiful. Okay, you're even finding the power to be able to love, to make connections that make you feel whole. Okay, the ones that make you bring out that are equally yoked for you, and you're doing that intuitively because you're asking all of the right questions that make you feel good when you receive the answers. Okay, and then on top of that, you're leaving all the negativity behind. The stuff that you've been going through for such a long time, you set it afire and now you're blazing forward. And what that's doing is making it so that you can go for all the lust and the desires and the powers of achievements, your highest goals. You're reaching out for, and you're letting all of your ugly and all of your beautiful come out in order to achieve it. You're unstoppable at this time. And even though you might think of things, or it may go through things where you're having a dark night of the soul or a dark spirit or an area or a phase of life that you can't see everything clearly, you're getting to the point where that's just a par for the course, and you're still bringing out divine energy that makes everybody feel good because you're feeling so good. So keep your mind focused on using your energy, the visions that you have to make ugly things beautiful, basic things advanced, and you know we're going into technology now anyway, so you're going to be able to work really well with technology, and that's for the future, and that's what's going to make you use the best judgment of your life, and that's why you're going to have the best relationships. Okay, Aquarius, so that is your message. I hope if you have any questions about that, just put it in the comments right now. But that's a really good message to let you know that, look, in your heart, you are driven. Do not let anybody gaslight you. Do not let anybody gaslight you when it comes to your success. Do not let anybody make you think that you can fail before you ever even start. Okay? That's all I'm seeing for the negatives. Everything else is positive. Everything else. And you know what? You can't trust everybody. Some people you don't see clearly, okay? And they will send you or have you thinking that from on the inside, you know, or in your subconscious mind that you don't know who you are or what you want to be or do or have. But that's not true. Find yourself in a place with people who are like-minded, okay? Who are supportive of you. And then that's going to be your message, Aquarius, okay? So I hope this helps for you. Okay. You want to start a new business? Okay. Are you in here, Yo King? Because we're going on next to Capricorn. Okay, we're going to go in for Capricorn. Capricorn, this is your message. You guys, I just wanted to, these are the things I wasn't able to do when we were at 29 degrees Pluto in Capricorn. I just couldn't come out. So I really feel like I'm playing catch up with the messages that I wanted to do. So I'm doing my best to get through with these messages and do it in order. That way it's online. If somebody gets to watch it, if it's distributed well, then more than enough people will get to see it because these are some good messages. Hello there. Does anybody have a question in between right now before I start Capricorn? Are there any questions before I start with Capricorn? I hope you all are having a great day. I'm going to shuffle this one more time and then cut the deck for Capricorn. Does anybody have a question? Because I want to get on and off here in a few hours. On the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. Okay, I'm gonna put that on 20. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, Capricorn, I have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so it's time for you to come into your higher mind. It's time for you to think of yourself as intelligent. It's time for you to use your imagination for what it is, for whatever ideas that need to come into your mind in order for you to be happy and achieve whatever you have for a plan. It's time to ask questions, okay, or listen to what comes in, like the energy is being channeled into your crown, okay, thus far. And in that, look. Contemplate success. Okay, this is the nine of discs. It's all about you having a successful life going forward for the next 20 years. Okay, Capricorn, and that's in Virgo right there. So it's going to be a healthy, happy, and successful life. Okay, look, you're going to be driven forward. This is your opposite sign, which is Cancer. Okay, you're going to be rolling over the thunders of everybody else's negativity. You won't let anything stop you going forward. Pluto just left your sign. Now you're coming into harmony with your desires. You won't let anybody knock you off balance, okay? Get you off point, okay? Because you're going to have control of your vision. You're going to have control of everything that you want to do. You're going to be making the best choices in the world because you cut other people out of your mind. This is literally Aquarius card right here, okay? So it's letting you know that you're getting rid of the cords that have been holding you back, which would be like how Saturn has been doing, along with Saturn being in retrograde, and it just came out of retrograde, and then along with Pluto being in there trying to redo everything about you, whether you wanted to or not, or understand it or not. Okay, now it's all about you going forward. This is you. You're going forward. You're like bringing out new things into the world by trusting the powerful energies that you have collected over the past 20 years while Pluto was in your sign. Okay, you're knocking down the towers. You're learning to control your own mind. You're allowing yourself to think of what's wonderful for you to keep in your mind so that you can let go of all the negative feelings that have been going on, especially while Pluto was in your sign, okay? Now it's all about your healing going forward. So you have to call on your healing to you. Allow yourself to come to that place where you're allowing the divine to pour all of the positive energy into you so that it overflows and flushes out all of the negative energy that's been hampering your spirit, okay? That's what's good about you, because there goes your sign right there, Sun and Capricorn. This could be a sign, but by the time that the sun comes into Capricorn, you're going to have a good foundation going on, meaning like your steps, the order that you have in your life could be in that place by the time the sun comes. I just saw 4:44 on my clock, so it's just letting you know that's four fours right there, and then we got another because we got this four right here, that's four fours. So it's just letting you know that focus on your foundation, what's going to keep you stable and keep you in stability, that what's going to have you working diligently, okay, what's going to keep you disciplined, what's going to keep you in a place where you're allowing all of your energies, your fire, your water, your air, and your earth to come together to make a whole and achieve a goal, okay, in your own life. Because you may have been thinking negative things, okay, and had all this darkness in your mind. With the seven of discs, it's kind of like where when you consider your life, Capricorn, you're considering it from a dark point of view. Like, when will things get better? Because see, there's Saturn right there at the top of the card. You can see Saturn right there in Taurus. And Taurus is like what you're driving for. You're trying to collect everything. You're trying to take care of your money. You're trying to take care of your health. You're trying to take care of your family, things like that. And it may have been a dark time and a phase in your mind, but now it's a time for you to trust your intuition. In order to use your intuition, you have to be able to ask questions and be fair and patient with yourself, within yourself, in order to allow it to come in. And listen to that voice that comes in. It'll resonate in your heart. A lot of people think, okay, I don't know about intuition. It comes from the inside. So that's why you want to be quiet, peaceful, and patient. And then all of a sudden you'll just know what you know and everything. And there you go. You'll get that brilliant idea that comes into the mind. With the Six of Swords, it's Mercury in Aquarius, and Mercury is exalted in Aquarius. So this is like genius level thinking that you're going to be experiencing as you go forward when you trust your intuition and you let your mind come out of darkness when it comes to your life. You'll be going forward. You'll be looking at a whole new world. You'll be looking at a whole new life, a brand new life, like everything that you've been going. So remember, like when I said, this is the beginning of this. So say you have the four signs right here, and this is like fire, water, air, earth, above, below, and everything like this. This is what this is showing. Everything will come into a flow. You'll be in the center of your own universe, and everything that was toxic, you'll be stepping on its head, and it'll be dead. It won't be alive anymore. It won't be giving you any problems. And look, you'll be getting up and going, okay? You'll everything that's been in your subconscious mind, you'll be on a blazing fire for it, okay? You'll be calling your own shots. You'll be going for your visions. They'll be coming. You'll be traveling around the world on vacations, doing things that you want to do, that you've wanted to do for so long, but life wasn't lifing for you. So what's going on is, look, your heart, wherever it was empty, it's going to be filled again. Okay, that's what's changing about you. That emptiness, that void that's been in your heart, Capricorn, that's what's going away. And you know what? You're coming back into balance. You're getting back on point. You're going in the right directions. You're trusting the laws of the universe, but you're also making sure you're doing things legally so that you keep your business in order in life. And great ideas are coming in from inside you, and they're getting rid of everything that was going down, that was bringing you down and bringing you into a healthy spot in your life. That's what's going on, okay? That's what's happening on inside you. That's a wonderful thing that's going to be happening for you, okay? Now, for your future, it's all about your independent wealth. You're going to be doing everything to be of greater service to everybody, and it's going to be driven. It's not going to be the drag version of it where it's like you have to force yourself to do anything. You're going to be the force that's getting everything done. Why? Because you're going to feel the relief of having all of those negative thoughts out of your mind. You're going to cut the cords. The cords are going to be cut so that you can be more creative. No more of the thoughts that you were having that were making you have negative feelings, or that have been causing you to stumble and fall. Now you're going to be in control of your creative visions. You're going to be taking actions because you're going to see it before you become it, okay? It's not going to be so vague anymore. You're going to know exactly what to do, Capricorn. And that darkness that's been in your mind where it's created all this confusion and made your heart and your mind twist up and everything, it's going to be untwisted because it's going to be flowing now. You're going to ask the right questions instead of the negative questions. You're going to start saying, how can I? Why am I? What's so great about my life? Things like that. You're going to be claiming who you are. And that's what's going to make you brilliant. That's what's going to bring a whole new world into your life. And every day you're going to be getting up with that get up and go flying. Your feet are going to be on fire for the universe. Okay? All right? So that's your message, Capricorn. That is your message. And then we're going to go ahead and go to Sag. I see somebody has a question. Okay, hello. Abe and Jamie are here. Where'd you go? I just did Aquarius. What are you guys doing? It's about time you showed up. I told you I would let you know. I told you I would let you know about when I come. I could not come, you guys. I hope you know I could not come. And you know how everything happens in divine timing. So now I get to be here, and I'm grateful to be here with you guys. How are you guys doing? Oh, you just checked it? It's okay. I mean, that's what I mean. It's like the things that were going on. See, what people didn't realize is that we were at a very crucial Degrees, I almost said disease. Degrees at 29 degrees of Capricorn. And that is a very like, oh my gosh. It's kind of like, say like if a woman is going to have a baby, it's like that last push that takes forever, or the contractions that start, I'd imagine, because I'm not having any babies or anything, but I'm just saying for reference sake, that's what it was like at 29 degrees. So that's why everybody was going through theirs. And it seemed like people didn't care because it was in Capricorn. Capricorns can seem aloof. They can make it seem like they don't care or anything like that, but that's not always true. Now, some of the people don't care, but that's not true with everybody. So that's why if you were having relationships where you felt like, I feel like you don't care, even between the two of you, if you're feeling like, oh, you don't care and you don't care, a lot of that was because the energy was in Capricorn. And so it was showing us what to care for while Pluto was there. Do you guys have a question before I start with Sagittarius? You have any questions, Abe? Is Jamie here too? She hasn't chimed in. And how is Junior doing? Okay, I'm not seeing any message. Okay, let's get in the message. Let's get a message for Sagittarius. Tell me something good for Sagittarius to know for the next 20 years. It's just a start, but let me know something. Okay, let's get this. We got three more. This is for Sagittarius 31. Okay, Sagittarius, this is happening in your third house, okay? So in your third house is your mindset, okay? So it's going to be like renewing and redoing of your mind. And since it's an Aquarius, you're going to be getting some good, like high purpose value mind mentality kind of things going on, okay? So it's not like you should have anything to be afraid of. You're more likely going to start learning more about technology. Okay, it could be day trading, it could be Bitcoin, it could be like cybersecurity. Who knows? But just be open to things like that. And you may have been asking to know better and just not been able to get into it like you want to. But it's going to take you into a place where you get to breathe. And in the presence of people who use their minds more than their emotions, because Aquarius is a masculine sign. So it's all about Pluto is all about the transformation. So wherever you've been afraid or fearful of Sagittarius, those fears are going to be challenged and then washed away. Okay. So now let's cut the deck. Let's see what we get for you. Woohoo! It's so good to be back. On the bottom of the deck, it's all about you bringing new things into the world, Sagittarius. Okay, it's all about you bringing new things into the, bringing in a new life, really, bringing a new life into the world. Because if you can see that she's pregnant and she has a whole new life coming in into her hand, so it's all about, this is the princess of discs. So it's letting you know that there's some energy that has about you bringing new life into maybe your life, obviously, and then the life of many others. Okay, it's like a start of a new beginning, so to speak, in your natural world, because the discs represent like your health, your wealth, your life, the physical world. Okay, so let's see what we got for you. What's coming into your world, Sagittarius? Look, that ancient wisdom, that traditional wisdom. This is Taurus. Okay, so this is letting you know, was that your fourth house, your fifth house? It's letting you know that you're about to have fun doing your hobbies. Yeah, because that's like 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, your sixth house. Okay, so this is like your career. Okay, it's letting you know that way the technology is letting you know that you're going to have more of a traditional aspect into your life, because this is the power of that. You're going to get the wisdom and the philosophy that gets you into that place. So if you've been like working with the laws of attraction and things haven't been working so well, now is going to be that time. And you're going to have wonderful people who are like minded and emoting the same kind of energy, and it's going to be letting it flow for you. So keep that in mind. It's all about, look, you got earth energy, non-physical earth energy, okay, the wisdom that tells you how to run your life in with tradition, universal tradition, through the connection that you have with the Most High. But also it's letting you know that you're going to be supported with positive relationships around you and towards your business too. Look, there you go with the Lovers card. It's letting you know you're going to be around like-minded people. I mean, if I stopped right here with just these three cards, you'd be in a great place. But let's just continue to go, because this is really good, Sagittarius. Okay, look, all of the negative thoughts, okay, it's like your mind is on resets. Okay, this card represents your opposite sign. Okay, this is Sun and Moon in Gemini. Your opposite sign is Gemini. So it's like right here, things that have been breaking your heart, all of that is coming to an end. Okay, the things that have been causing you to be distracted, all of the gaslighting, all the narcissism, things like that, that aspects that have been going on in your mind, that part is coming to an end. It's like over with, put out, so that you can focus on everything that you value, the things that you want to build in your life, the things that you want to collect in your life, maybe even a new house, because this is the Four of Discs, okay? So you might have a whole new four walls around you in your life. So as far as you go, yes, it's the end of negative relationships. Okay, so all of those relationships that you have given your best to, now you get to turn your back on. Okay, you did your best, but you realize when you look at it, there's nothing coming from the top. There's nothing that the Most High is telling you to pour into people, because it's not getting there. It's not getting to the center. It's just being gobbled up. It's not getting to the center, and you are the center of your own world. You are your own universe. So now you get to change your mind. You get to be the brilliance that you naturally are with the Princess of Swords. You get to be that. And you get to come out of hiding, okay? In your heart, you may have been concealing how you really feel about a lot of things that have been going on in your life and the way that your emotions flow. And you've been taking the time to reflect on yourself. But you have the chance to focus on the wisdom, what you know, not what other people know, what you know, okay? And you're putting that together. You're tired of feeling mushy inside, because you're dealing with negative relationships that are not prosperous. They don't give back to you, like they're one-sided, Sagittarius. Now you get to go forward. You're leaving all of that behind, because you're taking actions towards a life that you are worthy of instead of obligated to do. Okay, look, the restrictions are leaving you. Okay, this is your card right here, the Sagittarius card. It's letting you know, look, what did I tell you? You got the Ten of Swords, that's Gemini. You got the Ten of Wands, that is, this is a combination of Capricorn, where your values have been restricted from you using your energies towards it. And you got Saturn right there, that's telling you all the steps that you were taking that were being blocked. You weren't seeing the fruitful. So that's why I was saying, okay, if you have been considering, like if you have been trying to get your laws of attraction and learning how this spiritual world works, now that's starting to happen for you. Okay, this is a really good message. It's coming in clear for me now. Okay, look, what I say, you're about to get to work. The actions that you're taking, you're going to start blowing people away, Sagittarius, with what you do, because you're getting rid of all the cruel thoughts, that the kind of thoughts that have been keeping you up at night. This is that Gemini stuff, the polar, where you're the opposite of yourself. All of that, like anger and frustration and disappointment, or the severity of your life, that part is leaving you behind, because you're focusing on your work. You're focusing on what is going to help you ascend to the highest highs. And it's going to be things that blow other people away, because you're coming into a new world. A whole new life is just for you, Sagittarius. And that is a wonderful thing to know right now. You're about to get to work with the Prince of Discs. It's all about, people aren't going to be able to get to you. Okay, you're going to be slow to anger. Hey there, Alex. What's going on? I'm doing Sagittarius right now. Did you look up your ascendant? Did you check out your birth chart yet? Okay, so Sagittarius, this is all about you making sure that you totally just keep your mind focused. You see how he looks determined, he looks diligent, he's keeping his integrity and focusing on what he's doing to develop his own world. He's staying stubborn with himself. He's determined, okay? He's disciplining himself to bring out the best in his world. He's focused on his mind. He is not listening to any interruptions, okay? He's not letting anyone intercept his goal or his dream or his ambitions, okay? Look at that. That's Gemini. That's your opposite sign. That's all come to an end. No more interference. No more interference is coming into your world, Sagittarius, okay? Alex, did you look up your ascendant? That's what we need to figure out for you so we can get you on track too. Okay? That's where it's like, you may have been hiding your feelings, Sagittarius. You may have been hiding your feelings, or you may have even been numb for a while. You may have even been numb for a while, okay? But now there might be a time for you to come into a new relationship that brings in like more of a like-minded person, someone who's supported, someone you can connect with, and that's going to start a whole new world for you. And maybe that's what you've been wanting and needing in your world. So where it's like where you could not take your mind off things and get things out of your mind that didn't need to be because they were only interfering with everything that you're doing. Now you're going to be free to take the actions that it takes for you to get through and get to everything that you need to do by leaving all of the negative relationships behind, because with these two you got fire and water, and they're both ruled by Saturn. That were holding you back, these relationships where you were, look at that gooky water, it's like sewage, okay? You're pouring so much out from your heart, but none of it was coming to you, and that was restricting you because maybe you didn't feel worthy of doing everything. Maybe you felt like you were in a down place because Pluto was in your sign. And then with Saturn in retrograde for such a long time, it just came out, what, last week or something like that? Now it's time for you to get going. So trust in the laws of the universe, okay? Pray or believe or trust and have hope again. And that way you're going to get up to the place where you have better people around you, okay? You'll be able to have that new house that you're looking for, or car, vehicle, so you can travel, okay? And the work that you do will be substantial, okay? Highly creative, okay? Your imagination will bring out great ideas for you to be able to stay focused and determined and use that determination. And that's what's going to happen for you, Sagittarius, okay? She said it might be hurried, blurred in a lot of other documents. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay. How are you today? I'm doing great. Let's see. I checked it with my mother, and she said she can't find it when she gets home from her holiday. She did manage to tell me what time I was born. Okay. Well, okay, that's all you need. Okay, so the time, so say, now I'm going to see if you remember this. The time, so say this is Earth, right? And then this, I'm going to use this one because it's more, the color is more relative. Say this is Earth, right? And then this is the sun, right? So from this side, it would be the east, and this side would be the west. So this is like where the sun would set, and this is where the sun would rise. So say if it's coming up, you know how the sunrise goes. All of a sudden the sun comes up, okay? Whenever it hits this point, say if this was oscillating, like turning around, representing Earth, okay, at some point it's going to hit a certain point. So if it hits here, it's at one sign, and if it hits here, it's at another sign, okay? So then this is where it says where you're ascendant. So it could be like this for like 2 hours, and then it's another ascendant, and then 2 hours another ascendant, and 2 hours another ascendant. So that's what you want to find out, because that ascendant is how you start everything. That's how you kind of like It's where your brain starts. Okay, so say like you're a Virgo sun. Okay, you're a Virgo sun, but you met other Virgos that are not like you, right? So when you meet people like that, it's because their ascendant isn't the same as yours. They might not have a different ascendant or a sun or a moon. So there's a website called AstroSeek, but you can just type in birth chart calculator, okay? Birth chart calculator, and then whatever comes up, just put in that time that she gave you, and then you'll get your full chart. You'll get your full natal chart, and that natal chart is the announcement for when you came in of what your energy, what this universe was bringing into the world. Okay, so it's like your big grand arrival, and it's letting you know. You're googling it now. Okay, good. So it's letting you know your great arrival, and then when you find that out, then you'll see. I didn't put that dang thing right here. Then you will see like where your say like brain starts, okay? Because the first house represents your brain. It represents your head and how you take leadership. So that's why we ask you what is your ascendant, because your ascendant, like it tells you, say how this is a pyramid, it shows you how you go up. So say like this is your sun, your moon, and your ascendant, so to speak. And it's showing you how you work, okay? And this is how you get exalted, because Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Capricorn is how you make it up higher and higher, like a mountain goat, and how you're fearless, where the areas that really you're not fearful at all. And right now, the energy of fear would be Pluto. So that's why I'm doing the Plutos for everybody, so they're where they're aware of where their fears would be coming from. And when you can face your fears, it's going to help you advance. Did you find it yet? I know it takes a little time. I'm just going to clear this deck out for the next. So since like Pluto has transited in on my chart, okay, it's making it so that I could finally do what I said that I was going to do. So it's not like I didn't want to do things or anything. It was that what I was doing was being held back. It was being restricted because it was in Capricorn. Pluto was in Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, okay? But Pluto is transformative. So if it's restricting you in your life of ambition, then it's the transformation would be it's going to make you prompt you to do things with Saturn at this point in time, because it's a different element, the element of air instead of the element of earth. Earth is more dense than air. They're polar opposites, okay? So it's a different kind of densities, because if you got smelly air, that's some dense air. What'd you get? Yeah. There are a lot of different sites for calculating. I'm checking right now. Okay, yeah. Just check it out, and then you'll be good. We're at 48. I'm giving you time before I start with Scorpio in the fourth house. I'm going to try to get all 12 signs done. If not, then I'll do um, another 6 or so tomorrow. But yeah, let me know. Check it. Because then it's like that's how you start. And remember, this is coming towards the end of the year, so that you'll be on point for the beginning of the year. And then that way, what happens is you're better prepared. That's where they say forearmed is better. Forewarned is forearmed. Yeah, that's how they say. Forewarned is forearmed. So it's kind of like tomorrow is going to be the first of the year. I mean, of December. So like the last month of the calendar year. And now you get to contemplate how you really want to start the new year, or whatever it is that you've already said that I want to do for the new year. You get to say, oh, okay, that's why I wanted to do it, because it's already in your energy. I have to jump to I have to jump of to check it. My phone is bugging. I'll be back. Oh, okay. You got to jump out. Okay. So I'm going to start with Scorpio. When you come back, I'll be already doing Scorpio, but we'll get it after the Scorpio. I'll help you out. Okay. So now, Scorpio, I'm going to give you a good shuffle right here. Scorpio, Pluto is in your fourth house. Now, Pluto is the energy of subconscious fears. Subconscious fears, and the fourth house is ruled by the moon because the fourth house is Cancer. So you're going to have a lot of subconscious energies, a lot of questions that are going to be going forward. And remember, this is for the next 20 years, okay? And it's going to be in conjunctions and all this stuff. So your emotions are going to be propelling your businesses. Whatever your business is, whether it's your career or not, it's going to be how you work well at home, how you work well with your family, how you work well with everything that you nurture. Okay, so you nurture your business and things like that. It's also where you would hold secrets too. So those kind of things, those are going to be the things that are be transforming. Okay, so it is going to be revealing some of your secrets. So I would say, Scorpio, be more forthcoming. And I know that Scorpio has a tendency to not think of secrets as secrets. So just know that that's gonna be, it's gonna be the opportunity for you, Scorpio, to be able to say, I didn't write down your time. I'm gonna put 50. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put down 50. Okay, that's gonna give you the opportunity, you knowing this about you. Okay, you knowing this about you gives you the opportunity to contemplate where you want to be more forthcoming, Scorpio, where you want to be more, whatever you've been holding on to, and if it's causing you stress in your heart, those are the things that you should divulge to whoever it is, just so you can be free. Because again, this is going to be in your house for the next 20 years, okay? And it's going to affect you in three different places, because everybody has a sun, a moon, and their ascendant. So this is your ascendant house right now. But if you're a sun Scorpio, okay, then it's going to be how you're seeing things going on in your life. So this is just letting you know, open up, whatever is like super personal to, and it's just no one else's business. Okay, I can get that. But that might be the stuff, because Pluto goes deep. That might be the stuff that busted open. Splackadackadaw. Okay? So keep that in mind. Let me shuffle these, because I don't know how many times I shuffled. Okay? And then we're going to get your message going, Scorpio. Yeah, that's where it's like, and it could be like mother transformation. So your relationship with your mother, the way you nurture things, the way you take care of things, what your priorities are, those kind of things. That is what's going to change, okay? And it's going to rearrange, kind of change. Like, you're going to be like, who am I emotionally? But in a good way, because it's always for a positive change. It might not seem like it as you're going through, but as you get to the destination, the way that the universe is guiding you to, that's when you're going to realize, okay, this is where I wanted to go anyway. So this is how I got here. It wasn't the way I wanted to go, perhaps, but this is the way I'm going now, okay? Look, look, look. You got the devil card. The devil card is letting you know your ambitions. You may get people who like vilify you because you're going forward. You're making it to the top. This isn't like the religious, and each deck is a different definition towards what they put. So see how this one is a goat. Okay, you just may become the greatest one that ever did it. Okay, you might be planting seeds that take you higher and higher. So you want to think of it like that. Don't take it like the whole, scary version of it, because in each deck has a different definition for it. Okay. And if you knew anything about the other one, you would know how they made that up. But it is about darkness because it's Saturn. So you're gonna ascend out of the darkness. So whatever's been dark in your light, okay, is letting you know you're gonna be coming towards the light. All right. Now, speaking of that, look, you're going towards success, okay? You're going towards success. It's the moon in Taurus, okay? So that is your opposite sign, and it's letting you know you're going towards the success. So wherever you have not been so successful, okay, wherever you have not been successful, you're going to be going forward right there. Your mind is going to start clicking, okay? The Knight of Swords is letting you know that you're going to be doing that dang thing. You're going to have like brilliant ideas coming in, okay? And you're going to have to make sure that you focus on which way those ideas are coming, because he represents Gemini, okay? And then look. You may have things that you're worried about, and the same thing, because you got that's going to inspire you though. Okay, you got the 6 first. So you're going to be successful. But it might be like you could be doubting me right now, because that's what this is. You're like, yeah, right. How am I going to be successful if things haven't been going your way? These both represent money. You're going to start out with this, but then you might have worries about it, okay, where you don't think you're having an idea, right? But this is letting you know that yes, you will. You'll just have to listen to your mind, be patient with your thoughts, because both of these are letting you know, be patient, because it's Taurus, it's earth sign, okay? And then you got this is the slowest because it has Saturn on here. So you might get angry at the patience that you have to learn to use, but no matter what, it's going to keep you working, okay? Your subconscious mind, this is representing Sagittarius. You get the art card. You're going to learn how in that time where things aren't going as fast as you want, you're going to be able to learn how to formulate and transform things. So this would be, see, this is a lion, so it's supposed to be red, and then this is your sign, which is the Scorpio ego, is reflective to your spirit, and it's turning red. So you might get a little angry and frustrated with the things that are cold in your life, but that's Capricorn, because Capricorn represents wintertime. I know this is all over, but just watch the video more than once. So then it's letting you know, no matter what, you're going to be turning base things, boring things, basic things into something spectacular. And look, that's going to make you happy. You're like, your wishes are going to come true with the 9 of Cups. That is like the end of the zodiac. So Pisces and Jupiter is ruled. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, so it's going to be overflowing. So you're starting out from beginning to end with success and happiness, okay? Just keep that in mind, because everything is going to be rejuvenating. The only thing that might be hanging you up towards your future is your worries, when you feel like, I can't think of an answer. But just know that the intelligence is inside you, because you got the Knight of Swords, who is the king of mind, So he generates really good ideas all the time. So that's what's going to be coming for you for the next 20 years, okay? Now look, remember, we were just talking about your darkness and everything. So where you might be frustrated right now is in your finances, or in the everything that you love, and generally everything that you love, and generally. So I look her up, and my mother said I was born around noon, but when she comes back, she will find the document so I can find the exact hour and time. Okay. Okay. Well, good. If you don't know the exact time, it will be a guess. But look at, anyway, before you do that, look it up at 12. I got a schematic that I didn't really understand. What do you mean? Don't That you really don't understand. What do you mean? A schematic in what area? You did 12 noon. Okay, do you see where it says ASC on the chart? Because even if it's the wrong time, you just want to know what to look for so we can have you know what that is. Look, find that part on your chart, and then that's where you want to be looking when you do get the right time. Okay, because you're in the middle of the day, so it could be, if she said around 12 noon. Okay, did you say what I said to say to her? Anyway, okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, so in your life where there's a lot of darkness, okay, like hellfire and damnation seems to happen, this is exactly what we're talking about. It's becoming to an end. All of that is coming to an end. We got the death card, okay? It's bringing everything out that doesn't end. And if you can see, he has the scythe, okay? It's the end of a life, and then he has the sight, so it's going in deep to bring out all of the ugly spirits and energies that are coming in, because these days anybody can get it, and that is going to bring you into harmony in your heart. You're going to start feeling good. Your palpitations are going to be better. Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, the expressions that you're going for are going to start feeling better for the next 20 years. And that's going to be because you're feeling a connection to the Most High, the universe, the Great Spirit, however you perceive spirituality. This is where you're going to be feeling it. You're going to feel a connection, and it's going to be in every level of your life, all four corners, so to speak. And you, as a spiritual person, is going to be in a great place, and you're going to be in the luxury of your emotions, meaning like you're going to finally be grounded, like not having so many like self-aggressions, therefore aggressions out to other people. That's what's going to happen. And then your mindset, that all that strife that's been holding you back, where you're just arguing, bickering. Can you see these two phoenixes? They're looking at your spirit, and they're just like, nah, nah, nah. And you have this big old bar in the middle. That bar is representing you, where you might be holding yourself back, or there might be energies that are holding back the visions that you want to have for your life. You might not be able to see clearly, but now you will be able to see clearly, because the 8 is showing up. Okay, 8 is two O's like that. I can't do it, but you know what I mean. And so now you'll be able to see clearly the solutions and have resolutions to the things in your mind, so that you can get to the place where you want to be. And this is actually, this might be happening sooner than later, because this is Mercury and Sagittarius, and that's where Mercury is right now, although it's retrograde. Okay, so think about all of the productivity you will be making. Okay, you're going to be making with the Queen of Wands. You're going to be having tons of creativity, but also not only creativity. Your emotion is going to flow into the productivity of everything you do, and that higher mind is going to start kicking in. Your imagination is going to start going. Your wheels are going to turn, and things are going to, you're going to have better thoughts, higher thoughts from higher perceptions, and that's going to make it so that you master everything you do in your life, because you're tending to, when you water the plants, or when you feed the children, or when you pay your bills. With the 8 of discs, it's letting you know that those things that keep your life going on one side to the other is what's going to build you up with integrity. Okay, so you're going to be very honorable. To sum it up, in your heart, if you keep yourself in harmony, okay, this is your 12th house. So like your subconscious mind, this is representing Libra. It's letting you know to keep yourself on point. Focus on wisdom and high-minded things instead of the low-minded things. And then you won't have to worry about things that come up in your life, because you'll be too productive to do things, doing things that won't, you'll be booked and busy, in other words, okay? It's going to be the end of all the stress that you've been having, because you're going to feel a higher connection. You're going to actually feel the connection, because you're going to have the power. You're just going to know it's going to be gifted to you, and you're going to change your life that way. And by keeping yourself in a balanced emotional state, you're going to be in the luxury of your emotions instead of the frustration of your emotions. And why? Because you're going to start seeing things coming in success from all of the bright ideas that are coming into your mind, they're actually going to start working now. And since they're working now, you're going to be turning ugly things into beautiful things that make you happy all of the time, okay? The stress, the strain, the strife that's been in your mind is turning into solutions, brilliant solutions, okay? The promises of God right there. And then at the same time, you're going to have that higher mind where you just know that you can do, be, do, and have anything. You're going to have higher thoughts from higher perceptions. You're not going to be thinking from like a low minded. You're going to lose those low vibes. Your imagination won't allow you to be there. And then you'll be manifesting the best, mastering your life. And that is your message, Scorpio. I hope that works for you, Scorpio. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Okay, are you there, Alex? Let's see. Yep, you did 12 noon. You missed some things on your internet. Is really okay. You have a whack internet. I know that, but my housing system and Placidus system. Okay, so do Placidus. You want to do because there's whole houses and everything like that. You can look at both of them, but the difference is with the whole houses, it's just like one house to the next to the next. So that's what I'm doing right now to do your messages. But when it comes to the Placidus, that's where you see where people say, I have a cusp and I'm on this cusp and that cusp. It kind of details where everything kind of figures and where it actually lands. Okay. But overall, they're both useful because no matter what, say if you are a Virgo, your next house is still going to be Libra. Your second house is still going to be Libra. But the difference is are you going to be kind of more Virgo Libra, or are you going to be more Libra Virgo, meaning according to where the point is in the house, meaning like, so say like you're a Virgo sun. What degrees is your sun? There's only 30 degrees in each house. So if you're at 15 degrees, you're kind of like half Virgo, at 15, starting at 15 degrees, and then half Libra going from 0 degrees to like 14 degrees. Okay, and that'll be that particular house. So when I'm doing these messages, I'm using the whole sign house. So that means that it's just like house, kerchunk, like 0 to 30, 0 to 30, 0 to 30. Okay, but then you look at your chart and then you figure out what's accurate. Okay, so yeah, just check out both of them. It's fun. This is the beginning of what you're going to be learning about your astrology. But remember, your astrology is teaching you about your energy. Okay, you still haven't even done your numerology. So your first beckoning. Like you've been getting numerology, remember, because you got the number 17. You've been getting numerology. And so that's usually like the first on-site because that was mine. That was actually like in school. That was my first thing that I was good at, the thing that you're good at, that you liked first, okay, was numbers. So just know that that's going to be a part of it too. But it depends on how your mind works and how the universe wants you to learn. You might learn both of them simultaneously in phases or daily, or you might be learning them one by one separate so you can kind of get to by your interests. You can get to the comprehension of what it is by your interests, okay? Like, oh, I just love astrology or I just love numerology, but they're both valuable and they go hand in hand. All the greats will tell you that it's both of them. They're a combo. And a lot of us start with numerology. So I can just tell you, you were getting numbers. So it is what it is. It's all going to come together. And what ascendant does it say at 12 anyway? At 12, what ascendant does it say? Next up is Libra. Libra. Woo, you got a good one. Libra. Pluto is going into your 5th house. Pluto is going into your fifth house. Now that's the fun house, Libra. That's the fun house. Let me write down your time. Let me write down your time. 108. Okay. Libra, you're at 108. Okay, we're starting it now. I got two more of these to do and then we'll get going. Okay, so look, Libra, this is your fifth house of creativity, like your hobbies, your fun time, your romance, okay, your children, like how much fun you have with your children, okay, all of that is transforming. So wherever you were bored before, you're about to have some excitement in your life, okay? And it could be like you meet, if you're in a relationship, it could like renew your relationship to where if it wasn't like fun because you were so rigid before, now it's going to start turning into where you're ready to have fun. You may even start planning trips. You may even start like saying, hey, let's go do something that I've always wanted to do. It's kind of that kind of energy. And it's for the next 20 years. So keep that in mind because that is a great, like, a lot of people want great things to happen in their fifth house. So that's what's good about you. Look, look, look. The king of your mind, okay? This is a knight, but in it's reference to the king. Okay, the knight is the person that actually worked and they worked hard to get where they're going. And that's what this card symbolizes. You're going to be everything that you've been working so hard to get to, Libra, okay? Because Libra, the south node has been in your sign, and that is like where you're dumping all of the relationships or connections that don't belong or that are non-beneficial. You're dumping all those out, and that's going to be going on until like the end. I believe it's the end of like January 25th or 26th. So that's where it's going to be like you're going to be done with all the relationship, or the beginning of the ending of being done with all of the relationship drama and everything, where you realize who's for you, who's against you, and who ain't shit. I'll just say it like that, okay? So now, as you're going forward as like the Knight of Discs energy, okay, meaning like you're the king of your life, you're the king of your world, okay, you are, the sun is shining for you in every aspect and dimension of your life. Your energy is going brighter. So and you know what? The sun is the fifth house. So we're spot on. Okay. And I got 2:22:33 on the clock. That's like a fives right there. So again, this is letting you know that we're on point. I can't wait to open up the rest of this. Okay, so look at what we got. Okay, so it's going to be the end of your tower moment. The sun is shining. This is representing Pluto right here specifically. So I told you it's going to be spot on. It's going to be the end of the endings and the beginning of the beginnings. Okay, it's going to go deep and get rid of. So perhaps from this point in time, when you get this message on through to the end of the South Node being in your sign, okay, you might have a bunch of upheaval going on, okay? So just look forward, but know that the sun is shining for you, and the sun is a light in the darkness. It's going to bring out the joy for you. So it's going to be the things that you do not want to have going on in your life or your future anyway. And then that's going to make it so that the hard work that you've been putting into everything that you do with the Eight of Disc is going to make it so that you can do things and see the results and have them turn out fine, gorgeous, and established. Look, you got another, you look, look, look. This is letting you know that there's change coming in right now. And 5 is the number of change. Except for with this is in your life, okay? You're going to bring it back into balance. Your masculine and your feminine energies are coming into balance, okay? So you just want to make sure that what you put into your mouth is positive so that what comes out of your mouth is positive, okay? And you want to speak from the king or the queen of your mind, okay, with confidence, okay? Speak of what's beneficial to you that's going into your world right now, okay? That's what because as above, so below, okay? So you want to think about it like that. Now let's find out about you right here. Yeah, so you might have had a lot of angry situations going on, things that were keeping you up at night because of lackluster rewards. Okay, so look, You got the nine of swords. So say, let's say you had like nine things. You say, I think I'm right. It says I'm a Virgo with the Scorpio ascendant. All right. And then we just did we nope. Yeah, we just did Scorpio. That's cool. Okay. And charts are really confusing for yeah, they're confusing because you just started looking at them. Okay. It's not like all of a sudden, like for me, I pick it was natural for me to figure it out. Okay. But even I was still shocked that I'm like, how do I understand this or something like that? So it could be like past generations passed down, but don't worry about that. That should intrigue you. You're a Virgo. That should make you say, let me figure this out. So don't be afraid of it, Alex. Just like start looking up words and everything. And then I'm going to start trying to do more things. I'm going to start doing more things like that on my channel just so that people can know what I'm talking about instead of thinking that it's like guesswork or mystical work, because it actually makes sense on a foundational level. So look at the kind of things that are in there. Like read, there's a part where you read your chart and it tells you what things mean, and you may not know because it's like a foreign language when you're reading a new subject. So even if you're learning to put something together, it's like a foreign language. So give it the time, be patient, do not criticize yourself when it doesn't just click in, just read another section because it'll be like segmented. It'll talk about your sun. Maybe you need to learn about your moon when you get fed up with your sun. And then it'll tell you, look up your ascendant. So if it says your ascendant is Scorpio, look up Scorpio ascendant. But definitely what I would suggest right now is that you look up your sun and your moon because that's determined by the day that you were born. Okay. And the sun changes signs every 2.5 days. So it's still more likely going to be in the same sun. I mean, it's still going to be in the same moon. Yes, you're talking about my sons and my houses. Yes, you have a son and it's going to be in one house. Okay, but that may not be your first house because your first house is the ascendant house, but your son could be in your ascendant house. And your houses, everybody has 12 houses, and each one of those houses is the category or aspect of your life, meaning like your brain all the way down to your feet. So your first house is your brain, your last house is your feet. Your first house is on a basis, on a foundation of Aries, and your last house is on a foundation of Pisces. Okay, so now we go. Okay, so Libra. Yeah, we're on Libra, right? Yeah, we're on Libra. So now, where you were having negative thoughts, constant and consistent negative thoughts, okay? Your sun is in the 10th. Oh, so you got your word, you're concerned with your career. The moon is in Virgo. It says, okay, so then your moon is in your subconscious mind house. So your moon, so you have, remember I was telling Shaylee the other night that that's a transit, that's a challenging transit. Okay, that's why your emotions, you're like trying to figure it out. But what you need to do with your moon in Virgo and that being in your 12th house, look at the 12, see if your moon is in the 12th house so that what I'm telling you is more accurate and it's relative to what you need to know. Okay, look at that. The moon is in your 12th house. So that's why you like to stay with yourself a lot because you're contemplative. But you can use that. That represents your subconscious mind. And representing your subconscious mind, that's why you're always having deep thoughts and things like that. So you want to look up moon in the 12th house, and then you want to say Virgo in the 12th house, and then you want to look up Virgo moon in the 12th house. And then that's how you discover how your mind works along with your emotions. Moon is in the 11th house. Okay, so you're on your Placidus chart. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so then if your sun is in the 10th house, oh, no, because it's Virgo. My bad, my bad. So that's why I was saying, make sure. So your sun is in the 10th house. So that's still Virgo. And then so your sun and moon are in two different houses. Do you see how that would split you up a little bit? Like you want to go do things, but then you don't want to do things, okay? Because you're comfortable. So you're like, I want to go. No, I don't. I don't want to go. Yeah, I do. Like that. It depends on the transit, okay? Yeah, that's what's going on. My bad. I did the numbers wrong in my head because I was going back and forth. I got the numbers. I got the 9 right here. I got the 8 right here. So, Libra, so sorry for the interruption. I'm multitasking here. Okay, so Libra, the 9 thoughts. Let's just say you had 9 negative thoughts in your head with the 9 of Swords that are really cruel, mean, and angry and frustrating. Those things, they're coming from the negative relationships that you have where you've been on a one-sided thing, okay? Remember, we're talking about that South Node being in your house. So you're frustrated with the relationships that you have been pouring into that may not have been pouring into you, okay? And it's been cyclic. You've realized that these relationships that you've been having have been so one-sided that you can't even believe that you allow people to play you like this, to play in your face, to allow them to use you or take advantage of your energy. But then when you ask them for anything, they're like a whole different like melodrama, like you're asking for too much. Okay, guess what? You're going to turn into the magician. You're going to use your willpower. What is your willpower? I will do this. I will be this. I will have this. You're going to focus on that like a magician. You're going to use your energies for the greater good. And this card represents the I am. This card represents speak those things that are not as though they are. Okay, so if it's not like the way you it is, you're not going to say it's not the way that it is. You're going to say the way that it is. You're going to say it as if it already is. So you're saying, where you say, I'm going to get a new car, you're going to say, I have a new car. New car comes to me right now. Some version of that, okay? I'm just talking. And this is how you cut the cords, okay? You're cutting the cords of your mind that are keeping you from your geniusness. But these are also the cords that have been strangling on to your heart, causing you to stumble and fall in this area, past, present, and future, okay? Now you're getting rid of all that. And you know what that's turning into? Success for you with the 6 of Discs. Everything that you were having and you've been working so hard for, you're going to gravitate towards you in your own natural life, okay? That's the moon in Taurus. So Taurus is all about like bringing things in, collecting things, materializing things. And the moon is all about giving it the flow. So if you plant a seed, the moon is going to give you the water to make it grow. So with representing nurturing. So as long as you're nurturing yourself and you're allowing yourself to be in a place where you realize that, hey, look, I'm worthy of so much more and much better relationships. That's what's going to help you go forward in your life and be the king of your life. It's your kingdom. You're delivering it. It's your universe. You're making everything happen. Look, for your greater good. Keep your mind focused on what's fortunate, what's fortunate in your life, okay? Keep doing things for the greater fortune, okay? Because the wheel is always turning, and you can see this is different categories of your life. The wheels are always turning, and you determine your own fate by faith, okay? So no matter what, people can try to control your wheel of fortune, but you are the master of its control. And this is representing by Jupiter. And right now, Jupiter is in retrograde, and it's in a place where it's like you have to allow yourself to expect wonderful things to happen in your life without being restricted in your own visions with the 10 of Wands, okay? It's like restricted vision, restricted power, restricted actions, and things like that. That's what's about to change for you in this coming year. And getting rid of the toxic relationships, whew, that have been deep down inside your soul, that have been making you feel like, ooh, yucky, gross poo poo, that kind of stuff. You're getting rid of that, Libra. That's the end of it. Wherever it's been deep down in your subconscious mind with toxic relationships, toxic feelings, and toxic results, that is what's going to be leaving you for the future. See what I mean? That is your sign right there. That is restricted relationships, the relationships that are dark and gloomy and steal your creativity. That's what's leaving you behind. Remember, I told you the South Node is in your sign, okay? And look, You're headed towards success. You're about to do everything with love. We got Venus right here and it's in Virgo. So it's letting you know you're going to be doing things with love. It's going to be in your creativity. It's going to be in your mindset. It's going to be distributed. All of these, it's going to be distributed everywhere. So it's the love in your mind because you got Mercury from Virgo and then you got Venus with your sign. Combine that together and it's going to be a dynamic life. Next 20 years for you is what's coming through for you, and you have to receive it in order to believe it. So just allow yourself to say, I know something good is happening for me. As a matter of fact, put that in the comments when you read this, okay, or when you get this reading, okay, when you get this message. The end of the day, you're cutting down all of those people who doubt in you. You're cutting out your own fears that are keeping you from being creative and keeping you from your creative spirit. But at the same time, you're cutting out all of those people who have caused you to stumble and fall on your own head. And there you go. You're going to get better and better and better at everything you do. All of your work and all of your efforts, that's going to start coming in. You're going to get healthier, wealthier, happier, and whole. You're going to master that. You're going to master that. And that's what's going to lead you. See, you got the 8 right here because you're working so hard and diligently and honorably. You're turning it into wealth. Your own independence is what's coming in for you. You're getting rid of all the toxic relationships and you're speaking that. You're like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. You're going to speak it into existence. I finally got rid of whoever that is because they were creating negative thoughts that were keeping you from your success because you were connected to their darkness and their nasty, filthy, putrid energy, okay? And they were causing the towers, the epic, like, oh my gosh, this happened in my life. Those were the reasons they were happening because you weren't making the change by making your own decisions about your life. Now, since you're having this transformation, you're gonna see the light is starting to shine. You are the light of your life, and it's in every category and dimension of your life, of your natural life. Your mindset is going to be focused on the positive things instead of the things that are holding you back and keeping you out of your visions. And that is your message, Libra. Okay. Okay. It was nice. Yeah, it was good. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to do my best to at least do, because I'm only at an hour and a half right now, Alex. So I'm going to try to do at least 6 right here, unless someone else, like people come in and start asking questions, because it's all up to the algorithm, like how many people come into the chat. So like some people, until I guess they get used to seeing you on here, they don't float you a lot of people. They just send them to other people, okay? And then it's all in like the value that you're putting in. So some people want to know this kind of information like yourself. So as more people like yourself start to see my channel, then that's how it gets busy. So even me, I have to be patient. But I know it's the end of the year. So it's like just keep on coming back when you see me and I'll be here. And that's like I'm doing my best. I feel great. So I hope you have a good time and I'll see you again. If you show up, I might be here. But if I'm not, just know that I'll be back again. Okay? All right. And Libra, I hope you caught all that. I hope you were patient with your message because that is really, really, really good. The fact that you got this card is letting you know that this is really about to happen because this is perhaps like what's on the other side of this. At the end of every transformation, the sun is shining out. And sometimes it's been so many shocking things that a good change is happening for you, okay? Because you are the master of your life. Thank you, bro. See you soon. Yeah. All right, Alex. See you soon. Thank you. Okay, make sure you hit the like. Okay. So next up, we're going for Virgo. Oh, that's too bad you left just now because I'm doing Virgo. Let's see. Here we go. Virgo. Virgo, this is happening in your 6th house. 127. Okay. So Virgo, this is happening in your sixth house. Your sixth house is all about your mode of operation, how healthy, how you manage things, okay? Because it's the Virgo house. So it's really going to affect you very powerfully. The energies are going to be Pluto and Mercury times two. So it's going to be really like your communications, your inner communications, the way that you learn, the things that you learn, they're going to be for your advancement. Some of your beliefs may even change because you're going to say, wait a minute, this is a better idea. So they're going to advance. Okay. And then with the Pluto, it's going to be in the sense, you might even like with your, so your morality and your sexuality, because Pluto rules like the sex organs. You might say that this is what I will do and this is what I will not do in opposite areas of wherever you are right now, Virgo. So just like know that that's like where you're getting super powered up, because Pluto is also about empowerment. All of this is for all of our greater good. So you're going to be empowered. And the thing of it is you want to make sure, because you're going to have double Mercury going on. Right now, Mercury is retrograde. Okay, so it's already kind of like frustrating because you have to consider your options. Let's see, 11. Wait a minute, hold on. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, in your home or whatever. So you have to do a lot. You're doing a lot of stuff from home right now, perhaps. Okay. Thing about it is you're gonna get into that place where you're realizing, wait a minute, I think my geniusness is starting to come in, but you might be too pragmatic and you may be too logical, and then that's when things like all of a sudden like change, because Pluto is about transformation. So where you're like over logical, to the fact where you might become like OCD, so to speak. Not saying that it will, but wherever you could be OCD a little bit, okay, because that's intense energy for the next 20 years. That's where the transformations are going to change, and it's going to happen for your healing, because Virgo is also about healing. We're going to do this one more time, and then we'll cut the deck and get your message. So that's what's really cool. Let me light up another incense. I want to keep that spirit flowing, the clean, purified spirit flowing. But yeah, that's what's going on for you, Virgo. And it's a good thing. It's nothing to stress about. It's nothing to worry about. It's just all about all of us are getting our Pluto transit, and it's happening in Aquarius. So Aquarius energy is about innovative. And we've all been hearing about the age of Aquarius for a while. So you can only postpone the coming attractions, but the coming attractions are here now, okay? Because it won't be retrograding back into Capricorn anymore, okay? So let me cut this deck and let's find out what your message is. Virgo. Yeah, Alex, who just left, which is ironic, is a Virgo. I didn't realize. I would have told him to wait. But he's a Virgo, so now he's about to get a lot of stuff going on because he just learned about his astrology. So bottom of the deck, look, you got the emotions coming in. The Queen of Cups. It's all about letting things flow for you, okay? You're going to stop hiding yourself. So wherever you've been hiding yourself, Virgo, because Virgos can be introspective, okay? And sometimes it can be obsessive to where you isolate yourself in other people's view. But now you're going to start, while you're there, if you are, and whenever you are by yourself, you're going to be in a place where you start reflecting on yourself for your own greater improvement, because it's the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is like royalty, where you're saying, I am worthy, I deserve to use my gifts. Okay, some things I know that I just know, and since I know that I just know, I'm going to use my gifts. And if someone doesn't like it, tough tits for them, because it doesn't matter if they do. Okay, I'm gonna let my energy flow, okay? So again, this is a person, this is someone, this is representing you. You're reflecting on yourself, on what you want to let flow, okay? You're not hiding yourself. You have so much wisdom to share into this world where you're allowing yourself to keep going, okay? And since you're doing that, look at that. That's self-reflection right there with the Hermit card, and that is your card. I love this. Okay, that is your card, Virgo. Okay, it's the Hermit. Okay, you're going in and you're looking at yourself and you're realizing that there is a light that's inside of you. And you're considering your past and present and future darknesses that you need to shine the light on to figure out. So it may be that someone or a situation has offended your energy and it makes you feel like I need to go inside and figure this out in order to make it to where I can come back out and shine my light. So if you think about it with both of these, okay, this is someone, this is Teody right here, the representing talk right here. So this person is hiding themselves too, the way they feel and the way that they think. So he's analyzing and she's feelizing, okay, in order to come back out, okay? And they're focusing on the hellhounds in their lives, okay? And those could be thoughts, okay, obviously, and it could be emotions, obviously. And those things, you're taking the time to introspective. That was the word I was trying to think of. Be introspective with yourself so that you can come out, look, so you can come out and be brilliant, okay? You got the Knight of Swords, okay? You can spring into positive actions like your sword is so sharp, your mind is so sharp that you can cut through anything and everything because you're looking at things from close and afar, okay? And you're being supportive, okay? The angels are coming with you, okay? And look, that's bringing out the love in you. There's things that you may want to nurture coming in. There's things that you want to take care of that you love, the things that you love. You may have been serving everybody else because Virgo, you like to help other people, but right now it's the time for you to start because Pluto is very personal, okay? It makes you focus on your innermost fears, your subconscious fears. So now you're going to start beginning to love yourself a lot more. And it's going to show because the more you start loving yourself, the more you're going to start, it's going to show in the things that you do and the people that you know and the relationships that you have. Okay. And then look, where you were dry and you were sensitive and all that mindset, that's what's about to change for you. And you're going to be seeing things again. Now, this goes so well together. You're going to be seeing things in closer detail where you're going to realize, wait a minute, I need to consider who I am and what's best about me. What gifts that came in from my ancestral energy that I can use towards my future that would make them proud if they just knew that I am so grateful for the gifts that I have to use in my own life. Okay, that's what's going on. Now you may be in a place where you're in the tower moment, but that's about to change and you're about to find the wealth of your heart. Even though you might have been restriction in your actions, all of that strife is about to change. So here we go. In your heart, you have a wealth of heart and it may have been stored up. Okay, but now, just like you have the dark and the light, it's time for you to let your golden heart show. Okay, it's time for you to not allow any excuse to keep you from doing just that. So it's going to take you changing your life by making the decisions that you have control over. Right there, go into your masculine energy and change it. Okay, lead for yourself because the restrictions are coming on your energy. They may just be coming from you because you have to change your mind in order to do it. Okay, in order to get the restrictions off of your energy force, okay, it's all in how you think about it, but you have to take your head out of the ground anymore because look, things are changing anyway, okay? And it could be things that people like have spoken into your life and oh, hold on, spoken into your life that is causing things to fall down in your life, okay? But it could be the way that you're speaking that's causing the strife in your life, okay? But that is what is about to change, okay? Your visions of how you see your life because your thoughts are about to change, okay? And now that's going to turn into your happiness. With the Nine of Cups, you got Jupiter and Pisces. Jupiter and Pisces is all about the overflow of the health and the wealth and the love and all the connections that you want to be connected to. Because, like, Pisces is like the ocean of life, and water represents the ocean of life. So it's letting you know that there's about to be overflow of joy coming in to your experience, and that's going to bring in a new life. With the Ace of Discs, it's going to show you that it's going to bring in a whole new life. The life that you're imagining is what's going to come in. It's going to be your imagination that's going to determine the wealth of your heart. Okay, turn your heart back into a guiding, a golden heart. Okay, for the next 20 years, that's what's about to happen to you. And deep down inside, you've wanted this. Okay, this is what's going to bring you into harmony, and this is what's going to put you back on point for everything that you do, with everything that you do. Okay, you're going to be in harmony with your mind. You're going to be in harmony with what's best for you. You're going to be in harmony with your relationships. You're going to be in harmony with your connections. You're going to use the laws of the universe, but you're also going to use the laws of the man-made laws of this world that are going to make it so that you're doing things more practically, but even legally. Okay, you're going to learn things that you may not have known about the law, and that's going to get you to the completion of your goals, the goals that you've had to work so hard for, that you were working because you love, like your love challenges that you were working hard for. Those things right there, that's what's happening for you. You're going to start achieving your goal. They're going to come to a sense of completion, but the completion is going to be the beginning. So it's like establishment is really what's going to be with this right here with the Four of Wands. Okay, everything you've been fighting for, you're going to be getting it because you love it. And look, you're going to have confidence from that point on. You're going to be more confident going forward in all of the work that you're doing, because this is in your sixth house, and that the sixth house is what you're doing to work. It represents your career, it represents your workmates, it represents your systems of operation, it represents the way that you're like, okay, this is what I think is healthy for me, and this is what I do not think is healthy for me. Those kind of things are what's going to change for you. What I would suggest is that you look up the sixth house just so you can absorb a little bit more about the area of your life that's going to be in transformation for the next 20 years, because it's really a good thing. Like, who wants to keep doing the same mistakes or doing things that don't work? And then this is the area where your modes of operation, your system of order is going to have a flow that's going on. So just know it's time for you to get to the point where your heart is golden, so that you can lead with love, live with love, and be able to care for the things that need to be cared for in your life, because that's going to keep you in harmony, in your mental harmony, your spiritual harmony, and your physical harmony, because you're going to be in control of your life and making the changes and the decisions to break those freaking barriers and bondage and restrictions off of your energy in order to have that best life that's in harmony that you've been so long waiting for. Okay, the things that have fallen down, know the things that have been like epically like failure seemingly in your life, those are happening, those are going away, because of the strife is leaving, the kind of strife that you had in your life, all of that is going away. Okay, you're taking the time to focus on yourself, and it's bringing out your brilliant mind. Okay, you're taking that time, and all the negative thoughts, you're reconsidering what's negative and what's positive in your life, for your past, your present, and your future, for you to be able to go straight ahead. And this is what's going to create a joyous life for you, a brand new life for you. So in the areas where you're saying, oh, that's never going to change, oh yes it is, because that's what Pluto does, transformation. Okay, so you're going to be reaching your highest goals, but not only that, you're going to be doing it with confidence. You're going to be able to face your transformation like a phoenix. Okay, like a phoenix, you're going to be able to, like, out of the ashes and into the freaking, or out of the ashes into the light. Okay, that's what's going to be happening for you, Virgo. So keep that in mind. Just allow yourself to reflect on yourself, Feel what you feel, but show yourself strong. Don't hide yourself anymore. Take that time. You are worthy of having that time for yourself, but you do not have to like feel like I have to hold myself back and hold all my energy, because that's only going to create strife. And this is what you're changing about your life. All of the strife that's going on. Because of that strife, that's what's been causing things to fall down in your life. And all that is about to change. Okay? Your whole life is about to change for the greater good, because it's going to be your decisions. Okay? So thank you so very much, Virgo. This was like, whoo, golly. I hope you catch that. If I was speaking too swiftly, you can slow down the timing on the video so that it like, you can catch it a little bit better. Like if you, I think it's like right here or it's right here. I just saw 444 on my clock. So just know that it's like a whole new foundation of life that's coming in for you. So I wish you well, Virgo. I know things are going to be happy for you and things like that are what's best for everybody, okay? Okay, and then I would stop. Let's see what we got right here. We're at, let's say, 145 for Leo. Okay. So this is for Leo, okay? If you're a Leo and you're in the chat, here we are, okay? This is happening in your seventh house of relationships, Leo, okay? So you're going to have a lot of transformation in your relationship area, okay? So whoever and whatever you have connections with, Leo, there's going to be tons of transformation going on, okay? You got Venus, you got Sun, and you got Pluto. So it's like as if you're going to learn how to love again in your relationships. The way that you handle your relationships, okay, the way that you show up in relationships, all of that kind of stuff, Leo, is about to change for you, okay? And it's always going to empower you, but wherever you've had subconscious fears in your life, like, and wherever like the secrets are about why you've had those subconscious fears, those are what's going to be revealed, and you're going to be, handling those. So don't be afraid. It's just like one of those things that life changes, and now is the time for you to have that change, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, you got the same thing that Virgo got. You're coming out of hiding, okay? You may be hiding your feelings, your truest emotions, maybe what's hiding from you, okay? But no matter what, we're going to get this going for you. We're going to find out what this universe has for you and your relationships. Because with the Queen of Cups, it is about your relationships. It's like how you take care of people, okay? And it is Cancer, so it's like your subconscious energy force, because Cancer is your, like if you're a Leo ascendant, it's your 12th house. It's the house that's behind in the back of your mind, your subconscious mind. So keep in mind that the way that you nurture and the way that you take care of people, that's what's going to start changing in your relationships. The way that you care, the way that you show it, the way you feel about people, that is what's going to start changing in your life. And it's okay, but just know that that's what's going to happen. And it's going to happen for the greater good. It's going to bring in success into your natural life. It's going to bring into where you got the moon in Taurus, okay? So the moon represents the mother, okay? And the mothering that you get right here, this is representing Cancer as well as the moon. So it's letting you know that you're going to have like a lot of emotions, but you may be, because of Pluto, it's going to be the detoxification of emotions, the emotions that were making it so that you weren't really being your most loving self, okay? And then whatever's been causing interference in your mind is about to be out of order. It's about to be ejected out of your mind so that you can start all over. With the Ace of Wands, it's all about to burn out, okay? It's all negative. You're going to be reimagining things so that you're not so angry and cruel and like in a place where you're setting strategies to get back at people because there's resentment in your heart. You're going to have a better mind. So you're going to go from a cruel mind to a genius mind, okay? You're going to be in a place where you have things down to a science. Like your geniusness is going to come out. You're going to have ideas that bring out the best in you, so that because your mind is what creates everything that's going on. So if you're having negative thoughts, that's what's going to get better for you. Wherever the negative thoughts, where you've been having interfering thoughts and where they've been like violent thoughts of anger, okay, that part is going to change for you, Leo. That part right there. And look, here we go again. It's showing that that's what it was, okay? The sun and moon in Gemini. That's letting you know you may have been going but crazy in your head about things, like obsessing on things that are not favorable for you. Okay, those things, that's what's going to be changing for your own life success. Okay, but it's going to be you who's burning it out, because you're going to start reimagining things. You're going to start seeing yourself for who you are in your relationships in order to be more of the nature. And then you're going to be leaving things behind that aren't valuable to you anymore, because you're going to have a rise in your perceptions. You're going to reconsider your world and how the power you're using in your hand is being used, because you might have been holding yourself from relationship harmony in every relationship of your life, and it's something in your heart that needs to be, there's like darkness in your heart that's unresolved. Okay, but the good thing is that you do have that Ace of Wands to get rid of that stuff for your own good fortune. Okay, you're going to learn new habits that are repetitious so that you can change your own fortune and be more beneficial in your own life, so that wherever your relationships were dark and unfulfilling, okay, you'll be able to leave behind your own toxic emotions. Okay, because this is the Eight of Cups. It's like what you've been pouring out, it hasn't been going anywhere good, especially not even into yourself. Okay, your mindset is about looking up to God, trusting the guidance that you're going. You're about to rewalk a whole new path when you're right side up. So you may have been imbalanced, but this is the Hangman. And if you can look real close, there's like a transformational underground. You're going deep inside your mind, but you sometimes need to be in a pause moment to look up. And where it is like, so say like if you're upside down, all of your blood is going to go down to the top of your head. And then when you're right side up, it's gonna be redistributed. Okay, sometimes some things need to happen in your life in order for you to get back on track and go forward to make your life fruitful, because no one else can do it for you but you. But right now it shows that you're going to be leaving whatever the old life that wasn't bringing you in together, that wasn't bringing out your most feminine energy, so that you can start anew and rebuild it like an entrepreneur or something. Okay, so it could be in your business area, but I mean your business relationships. But nonetheless, this is going to bring joy into your life. It's going to make you realize that when you do the work, you can get happy from doing the work. Okay, it's not about anyone else. But if you don't do the work, you're going to be stuck in toxicity. You're going to be stuck with that like negative affection that's coming in from the negative thoughts that are coming into your mind, that are making you feel like you're like crazy. You only you know where you're coming from. Okay, so that's where it's all about. You're going to be changing. Okay, your emotions and your mind about your own life is what has you dark and gloomy and everything, but that's what's changing. It's going to be rooted in your relationships. That part of your life is what's going to change. So wherever you've been restricting yourself from relationships, that's what's going to start changing. You're going to burn all that stuff out, okay, in order to renew your life and get to the joy that you've always wanted in your life. Okay, you're going to realize where your feminine energy needs to go in order to leave things behind and become fortunate again. Okay, through repetition, you're going to find habits that bring you into a place that make it so you don't feel like you're out of your mind. Okay, you're going to get a reset on your mind, and you're going to leave one-sided relationships behind or restrictive relationships behind because they're not beneficial for you. That's restrictive relationships aren't benefit for anybody. It's like someone's trying to control your energy, and water needs to flow, okay? So focus on the success, okay, going through without the interference, okay? And make sure you're getting rid of all of those cruel thoughts by doing the work, by coming up with great ideas that'll make sure that that is happening for you, all right? And that way, as you're being in this pause moment to change your perceptions because you're listening to what the divine Father, Mother, God is saying to you, it helps you work in the process that you can achieve your goals without being angry and frustrated. You'll be slow to anger, okay? Because toxicity is gone, okay? It's gone. At the end of the day, you're going to be coming into a new life and it won't be so dark anymore, okay? So there's something going on with this YouTube thing. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to stop it here and then maybe I'll come back tonight and do it. So thank you for those who get to see it, and they'll probably let it post, tomorrow or something like that. All right. Have a nice night, everybody.